Hi, Catherine. How you doing? Really good descriptions here. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think one of the things we really need to make a distinction here is, as a designer, when you see the word sketch, that means pencil to paper. That means traditional sketch techniques, and that is very relevant to your upcoming career in design because sketching is something that we use extensively in a studio setting. I mean extensively. I sometimes ask my designers for concept sketches with 60, 70, 80 sketches to represent their ideas. And that's not overkill at all. I mean, it's quite common that designers are required to sketch out multiple conceptual ideas for presentation. So the reason this is so important is because when you see the word sketch, it's pencil to paper. Statistics show time and time and time again, the computer cannot keep up with your thinking, ever, ever. Your thinking is best depicted in sketches because you can sketch quickly, you can create different ideas. When you start depicting your idea on computer, you are locked in. Okay, with the sketch, you can make changes quick on the fly. You can say, okay, I got an improvement here. I can make this. So let's say you wanted to make an improvement here. You would have to go back and redraw that digitally as opposed to going into the sketch and just making some quick on the fly changes, right? Maybe a note that says, okay, this is supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? So the thing I'm trying to stress here is that when you see the word sketch, it means a traditional sketches. Unless otherwise noted, it means traditional pencil to paper. Okay, let's take a look at your concepts. I think that to a degree here, the concepts are basically, they're not, the approach here isn't really conceptual. Basically what you're doing is you're showing attributes of the actual characters in the book. And I think that this assignment more stresses a conceptual approach. So what is your idea? What's the idea you're taking from The Wizard of Oz? What's the moral of the story, so to speak? And depict that somehow. You don't have to even use characters from the book. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't be using characters from the movie. Let me jump over to week 5, and we can take a look at this first paragraph. As you are gathering your images for the project, please stay away from images that were used in live action remakes of the novel or any other novel. Use your skills to make unrelated images conform to the narrative of the design. That's pointing to concept. That's saying use unrelated images to reinforce the concept of the book as you see it. Okay, so there's a lot of interpretation here. There's a lot of research here. But the important thing is that you don't just come out here and depict one of the characters from the book. Do you see what I'm from the book or from the movie? Do you see what I'm saying? So these are just basic little depictions of elements from different scenes in the book. So as opposed to doing that, can we create some sort of a depiction, a composite image that depicts the concept and the moral of the story behind The Wizard of Oz, as opposed to merely showing elements from the story? Do you see what I'm saying? It points to concept, and I think to a high degree that's going to define the success of this piece. So think about that and work that as we move forward. Okay, and again, remember my comment on sketches. It's really, really important. I think, honestly, as a design educator who's been teaching higher education for close to, boy, wow, wow, it's pushing 15 years. Anyways, it's really important. Now, I think students are starting to begin to appreciate the value of sketching as related to the design process much more. I think about 5 years ago, up to from the time of the digital revolution. So basically, from 2003 or so to really just about 4 years ago or so, students just didn't sketch, and I think it's because of the newness of the computer. Students are just willing to jump on the computer, can't wait to get on the computer. I think students are starting to begin to understand the value of sketching as it relates to the design process in recent years. So that's important. So I just want to reinforce the importance of sketching. Okay, any questions at all? Please let me know. But let's go ahead and try to adopt that approach. All right, thank you.